Hello and welcome back to part 2 of Demon Souls. Well, as you remember from the ending of the last video, we ended up being killed by the first boss, the Vanguard Demon, who you will encounter very shortly. However, we're now at the Nexus. Our health bar has been halved. Now, that happens. Unfortunately, that's one of the challenges of the very first Dark Souls game, Demon Souls. Or let's say the first game in the Dark Souls franchise. Unfortunately, when you get killed by a boss or enemies, your health bar becomes halved. Thankfully, there's a way to actually counter it. Now, there are a few people scattered around here. You can chat to them, but we won't do that just now. Otherwise, we'll spend precious minutes yakking and not doing any demon slaying. Anyway, this guy here will tell you that you've slipped through the fissure. You've come for Demon Souls, or have you just come to save Boletaria and be known as a hero? Anyway, he'll suggest that you go through the Archstones, so we're going to go through the first one. Now, the theme of it is the same theme as the area you first went through. So we get a nice idea of how fantastic the graphics are. Yes, there are 2 dragons to contend with, but you don't necessarily have to fight them. They're just there. They're annoying and they breathe fire. He is a big bugger, isn't he? Yes, he's an annoying fire-breathing dragon. You should see my wife make toast. Right. We've come to Bullet. Hey, I'm joking. I said you should see my wife make toast. You know, like you breathe fire. Yeah, exactly. Yes, my wife sat next to me here. She was about to clout me. Right, so here we go. We're in Boletaria now, first area. And you're dealing with these very basic grunts again, but they're easy to dispatch. You don't even have to block, just sidestep or roll away from them. Now pick up as much as you can. Now, I'm not going to bombard you too much with the mechanics of the game, but there's one important thing that I can tell you. I won't go into it too deeply because it'll just baffle you. It still baffles me, to be honest with you. But anyway, a very prominent event in this game is something called a world tendency. Now, when you first begin the game, your world tendency is white. And you see this little closed gate down here. If your world tendency becomes black, that gate opens and you can visit another area, which is very dangerous because it's full of dark phantoms. So if you, for example, when I first played this game, I kept getting slaughtered left, right and centre. So my world tendency became dark. So I visited this area and it's full of dark phantoms that can cut you down in seconds. But it's kind of worth visiting and trying to overcome them, because if you go into that tower over there, that one, in there, you actually get to fight or avoid this very, very powerful female knight who will destroy you in one hit. She can one-shot you. But if you sort of roll past her and get her to chase you downwards down this staircase, you can start climbing down a ladder. If you taunt her, she'll chase you and she'll fall down into the pit and die. So you get lots of souls for your troubles, and you get to take her armor. You won't be strong enough to wear it, but you will later on in the game. But that's a little tip for you. Right, so the idea here is you've got to try and get these huge doors to open. Yep, I know it's easier said than done. You've got to go through a little bit of an ordeal to do it, but it can be fun. In fact, it is fun. So the idea is to open these two gates. This one and the one that's up those steps there. I just pointed at it. I don't know why I'm pointing, because you can't see anything. Anyway. Yeah, best when you come around that corner, keep your shield up. Now, the AI can be a bit stupid. Watch these two idiots. There you go, look. There you see? They both jump down the pit in order to try and get to you. So you can exploit that with a few enemies. Now, pick up as much as you can here. In particular, these things here. Half moon grass, crescent moon grass. We'll get rid of that. There you go. These various herbs can actually heal you. You know, they can heal you a tiny bit, partly, or a lot. But pick as many up as you can. If you get too overburdened with them, the extras that you pick up go automatically to the storage back at the Nexus. So always look behind things like wooden benches and tables and barrels, crates, because you'll find things that you need. There you go. So the fire bombs, you've already got them equipped here, so I would leave them there because you're going to need them for the first boss of this area. He's not difficult, but he hates fire, and fire will make short work of him. Right, now I'm going to do something here. First of all, do you remember the dodge button? One of your best mates? Look at that. At the moment I'm dodging very slowly. I think the term veterans use here is fat rolling, as in P-H-A-T. So what we're going to do is we're going to unequip the helm. And that still hasn't helped, so we'll unequip the gloves too. That's better. So now you can roll out of danger quickly. So now the item down here, I wouldn't worry about it unless you choose that you want to upgrade it. It's called the Mail Breaker. It's a thrusting weapon, so it's got a very good thrust power, and you can pierce through swords, pierce through armor, pierce through shields. It's pretty good, but I don't bother with it. There we go. Get rid of him. Now, always observe your surroundings, because there are so many traps in this game that they can catch you unawares. Like this idiot on the scaffolding above throwing fireballs at you. So, into the open. I better heal up here. So the little grunts, I think if they attack you and you block, keep your shield up, because believe me, to this very day I still make the same mistake. If you lower your shield, they've got a 5-hit slash flurry that they annoyingly perform, and that drains a lot of your health. Until you become more upgraded. See that boulder? Turn around and run away. Move to the side. Now, if you choose to, there's something down there called I'll let you read it for yourself. It's very funny. Look at this. A bastard sword. Oh dear. Well, you know, the word bastard isn't excessively rude if you think about it. So it's used in the correct context here. Well, actually, I'm not sure now. A bastard sword. I mean, if you wield one, you're a dangerous bastard. Or if you kill somebody with that, you've killed them with a big bastard of a sword. Anyway.
You can get bastard files.
Eh? You get what?
You can get bastard files.
Bastard child?
Files.
Files?
Oh.
Or can you get bastard files, can you? Okay. My wife is an ex-English teacher, so she's correcting me here. Oh, you absolute bastard. There you go. And he didn't use a bastard sword. He took off half of my health. Right, hang on. Oh dear. Now, the game's physics are very accurate here. If you try and swing your sword in a narrow corridor, it's going to hit the sides and you won't hit your enemy. So that's pretty good. That's impressive. Now, I'm going to show you something that you must not do if you're brand new to this game. Do not go through this corridor, don't go up this walkway, and don't challenge that knight up ahead. He can kill you in one hit. At least at the moment, because you're an early build and because you've only got half of your proper health bar. That guy will destroy you. So you can come back to him later. If you do choose to challenge him, he'll drop just over 2,000 souls. Anyway, we're going to go somewhere else now. Oh, he's healed. What a dirty boy. Right, hang on. Now that's a backstab move. Look at that. So before going through that fog wall, proceed through here instead, because you're going to have to open the first gate. Now, shield up, because whatever you do, this is going to be a dangerous one. You have to go down a series of steps, a series of flights of steps. And it's a long way down. That idiot set himself on fire. Good. Now, remember what I told you about the early game grunts. If you let them overwhelm you, they're dangerous. And these have flaming swords as well. So, always have your shield up when you see them. And here comes one now. Yes, that happens. They fall down. Now, you know you get messages from other players. This one says time for slashing. So what he means is that you have to cut these chains. Okay, so what you've done is you've gone towards opening one of the gates. So we're going to keep going down. You can, exactly. If you keep moving backwards, you'll force those idiots to jump down. And two of them have jumped to their deaths. And so is he. Oh, no, he's gone down to that next flight of stairs. Well, two of them have just killed themselves, so that's lucky for you. There's the flurry. Right, now, before I end the video and go into part 3, we're going to pick up this ring. We've opened the first gate. Now, we pick up this ring. Okay, it's called a cling ring. You need it. So what you do, I'll tell you in the next video.